Hello, I'm Robert Blythe. I currently serve as the mayor of the city of Richmond, Kentucky, and I do so with great pride. This is my lifelong home. I was born in Richmond. In fact, my mother always reminded me I was born at home. Now, education has been very much a part of my entire life. I started my education in the city of Richmond at a little place called Elizabeth's Kindergarten. I was 4 and 5 years old. I moved from Elizabeth's Kindergarten to elementary school and junior high school at the old Richmond Junior High School it was then, the former Richmond High School. In fact, in records, it's called the Richmond Colored High School. That's significant because that was the day when education was pretty much segregated. But all that I've been able to achieve, to accomplish in my lifetime, I owe to my beginning. Certainly when we moved on in the city of Richmond to the Madison High School, which was the city's high school, there was a building that continued there in my education, but it began at Richmond Junior High School. I'm very proud of my education, went on to Eastern Kentucky University and studied. I always knew from the days of my junior high studies, I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. And the reason was the teachers that I had and what I saw in them in the way of pride, commitment, dedication to the education of us, our children. That made me realize, as it tickled something inside me, that I wanted to be a teacher. After graduating from Eastern Kentucky University with my degree in mathematics education, I immediately went into teaching. My first year was in Gary, Indiana, and then I came back, pursued further education, and then began teaching in the Richmond City Schools, then the Richmond Independent School District. It merged after I'd been there for a while and became Madison County Schools. I retired from the Madison County Schools in July of 2011, not because I did not want to teach, but because my mother's needs, she was a widow and her health was beginning to fail, and her needs became very important, began to become even more important, and I wanted to be able to spend the time, since I put in the time that allowed me to retire. However, I have never moved away from education, from teaching, maybe in the formal sense, but never away from education. The position that I hold now as pastor of the First Baptist Church here in Richmond and as the mayor of the city of Richmond after serving as commissioner both allow me to stay in contact with education in Madison County. I'm really happy for that because I think until I'm gone out of here, education will be very much a part of my heart. I always want to support the work of Madison County Schools because I see, even from this position, I see the importance of education, not just for myself, but for these young people who are around me, and even more so in this age of technology. Education is crucial. It's vital to their survival, and we must encourage education at all levels. There are those who may not go to college, as we ask them all the time, are you going to college, or what are you going to do after high school? And oftentimes, 99% of the answer is, I'm going to college. Every one of our children do not need to go to college. There are wonderful vocational and technical schools, even in our own district, that can make these young people ready for life. And if you think about it, that's what education is about. It's preparation for life and even continuing through life. Madison County, you have my support. City Hall support, First Baptist support, Robert Blythe support for our education.